Hello everyone, I just wanted to do a little wrap-up video at the end of the series now, so hopefully by following along you would feel confident enough to take an empty flash file to something a bit like this online for a whole 91 people to play using that 10 hours of videos we've got there. So we're on Kongregate, we've uploaded it, we're using the high scores, and you can see we've got a table, we've got very loud music. We've done all our tweening, we've got automatic menus, we've got these pro tips at the bottom. One thing I've missed, or just ran out of time to do, was to show you volume control, which we've got here. So I'll definitely do that in another series somewhere. You stick with me, we'll get there. We've got different menu options, but mainly we can play the game. So we're in here, we've got a little character that looks at our mouse. The mouse cursor is replaced by a crosshair, we've got ships that come at us. We can kill them, obviously, they can kill us, so if they hit us, we lose health. We've got energy up here to do buffs, perks that have various different effects, shooting different amounts of bullets, shooting faster, as you can probably hear. We've got a display of our power-ups down there, which is always useful. We've got a score, different types of ships, different coloured ships, and we can finally die with explosions that we've coded and drawn using code. Game over screen and the whole game restarts. Now hopefully there was nothing there that looked new to you, because we've got a whole 10 hours of videos here that should teach you pretty much all of that. Everything with the exception of the sound control, but that's about 3 lines of code. I'm sure you can find it online. I will do it one day. Just wanted to say thanks for following, but I had to stop the series because the point of it was for my students to follow, and the bulk of them aren't doing because it's just too long. I think maybe 5 of them are getting any use out of it, so I need to look at a different approach. What I'm going to do is start a new series where I cover a wider range of things in less time. So I've got a few examples on my site of what I'm hoping to achieve. This one's probably a bit ambitious to start with, so we won't be starting with it, but later on we'll look at using Flash's new Stage 3D options that let you make something a bit like this. I can't actually move around in it while I'm screen recording, but you can walk around using the WASD keys in there. And that's modelled in a different program, so we might look at that. Possibly Maya down here, but I'm still a big newbie in that, so I might look at something else. What else could we do? We've got a couple of other bits on the front page. This is my site, by the way, if you've never been to it, Ant's Corner. It's eyes-squared.co.uk. Got a little project, more traditional Flash here, little characters that walk along holding a message for you, so let's just delete that. Let's put Flash is cool. We can change the colour of that using tints and colour transformers. We've got randomly generated hills that are drawn using the graphics properties of a movie clip. We've got keyboard input, we're using components here that we didn't use in the last series, so we can change the height of the hills and the width of them. A really small, tall hill, really thin, tall hills. That's that one. And the last thing on this front page, what is it? Grimy here. A little character that reacts to the mouse. And we also clean the screen away. So this is a bitmap. Well, it was a PNG that I made in Photoshop, imported to Flash, and I use it as a bitmap. We haven't covered that either, so I'll definitely do that. Start integrating a few more programs into my tutorials, so we'll make this texture in Photoshop and bring it into Flash. We could draw grimy here in Illustrator, but I don't think I will. Probably stick to Flash for that bit. We don't want to overcomplicate it. And yeah, so that's looking ahead. Plenty more to come. You haven't heard the last of me. You can also follow me on Twitter, Ants with 3 A's, just so I'm the top name when you search alphabetically. Also happens to be my Kongregate account name because Ants was taken. You can follow Ant's Corner on Facebook, where I'll post all links to videos and various other parts. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, you are a machine. I'll see you later.